Well, today, some of you have written new poems for us to put music to, and we're going to see what the music did for the poem. But before that, we're going to meet 5 new friends, and they're all they have real names, but they're also woodwind players, and you will hear from them. They're all players of the Symphony Orchestra of Charleston, and you will hear from them what each and every instrument that they have does and how it does it and what kind of music they play. And then they'll play our songs. So let's welcome them, clap their hands, our hands for them.
Thank you. Okay, good morning. Oh, you can do better than that. Good morning. Good morning. You can do better than that, can't you? Good morning. Thank you. You're all here, and that's good. We are the Charleston Symphony Woodwind Quintet. We're going to help you out today by playing the music that was composed for this event with the poetry. But first, I want to introduce everybody to you. Right here on flute, we have Jessica. Jessica comes to us from Baltimore, home of the Ravens, her favorite football team. This is Zach. Zach comes to us from the middle of Idaho. He loves potatoes. This is Ann. Ann comes to us from Green Bay, Wisconsin, home of Brett Favre and the Green Bay Packers. This is Kathy. Kathy comes to us from a little town west of here called Atlanta, Georgia. And my name is Charlie. I'm from San Francisco, California. We've all grown up in different parts of the country, and now we live here in Charleston, and we play in the Charleston Symphony, and as members of the Charleston Symphony, we get to play in what's called a woodwind quintet. Now, who here can tell me why this is called a woodwind quintet? Why is it called a quintet? First of all, that's the easy part, right? Because there's 5 people, that's right. So we have 5 people in the quintet. Now, why is this a woodwind quintet?
Y'all using wood?
Because we all play woodwind instruments, right? So these instruments that we play are woodwind instruments, and they're called woodwind instruments because they're made out of what? Wood. And what do we blow through them? Wind. Woodwind. That's how you get the name woodwind. So what we're going to do, we're going to play a short piece right now, and then we're going to talk about the instruments as we go on. So listen carefully to this one. This is a dance called a polka. Instrument. What instrument is this that I play? Does anybody know? Starts with a clara, ends with an et. It's the clarinet, that's right. The clarinet is a really popular instrument. You see a lot of these in high school bands and elementary school bands and pawn shops, things like that. The clarinet is a single reed instrument, which means it has one reed, and that reed vibrates to make the sound. If I take my reed off of the clarinet, then it's unable to make a sound. What I've done is I've strapped it onto the mouthpiece, and that's what I blow through to make the sound. And then we have all of these holes drilled in the instruments. The woodwind instruments are all just hollow tubes that we blow through, right? The wood and the wind. And then we move our fingers around. One of the questions we get a lot is how do we remember where to put our fingers? And it's a lot like riding a bike. When you first start riding a bike, you have to look down at the pedals, right, where they go, and maybe how to do it. And then after a while, you just get used to it. So our fingers know where to go. So let me play the clarinet for you. Okay, does everybody know what that is? You mentioned it earlier. Peter and the Wolf. It's the cat from Peter and the Wolf. We're going to move on to Jessica now, and she's going to explain her instrument.
Hello. Okay, so who can tell me the name of this instrument? I have a feeling a lot of you probably know it, so say it all together. 1, 2, 3. Flute. Yes, good. This is the flute. It is a woodwind instrument, but does it look like it's made out of wood? No. No. So why is it a woodwind instrument? Does anybody have an idea? Yeah, right here?
Can you blow through it?
You do blow wind through it. That's the wind part. What about the wood part? It is a woodwind instrument. It's made out of metal now, but yeah, way in the back there. Speak up for me. Yeah. Does it look like it's made out of wood? It's made out of metal. Okay, so I'll take one more guess. Yeah, right here. It is a tube, okay. It used to be made out of wood a really, really long time ago, probably about 150 to 200 years ago. They used to make them out of wood, and then he started making it out of metal so you can get more notes, higher notes, faster notes, all that good stuff. Do I have a reed or anything that I stick in my mouth, like Charlie? No, can you guys see what I have up top here?
A hole.
Just a hole, right?
Yeah.
And the way you get the sound on the flute is you blow across that hole. And that's how you get the sound of the flute. Then you put the rest of the instrument together and you can play all kinds of stuff. Thank you, thank you. So one of the fun things, one of the coolest things that makes the flute, thanks for the applause, appreciate it. One of the coolest things about the flute is that we can play the highest out of all the instruments here, and not actually out of everybody in the orchestra. You guys want to hear? You ready? All the highest notes on the flute? Get to play those notes in orchestra. And have you guys ever heard of the piccolo? Yeah, it's like a mini-me flute, right? The piccolo actually plays twice as high as what I just played. So that's the flute, and now we're going to go on to Zach's instrument.
All right, good morning, you guys. My name is Zach, and I have an instrument here a lot like Charlie's clarinet, right? They look pretty similar. They're both made out of wood. They're both tubes. We blow wind through them. This is actually, does anyone know what this is called? A little bit of a weirder one. Right here? This is an oboe, very good. So the oboe is a little bit higher than the clarinet. I also have a reed like Charlie, but what's different about mine is that I have a double reed. So while Charlie has one piece of wood that he straps to his clarinet, I have two little pieces of wood right here called an oboe reed, and that's how I make my sound. Oboe players actually spend a long time making these themselves. So I actually tie the little piece of wood onto the cork here myself and whittle it until it makes a fun little squeaky noise. And then you know that it's working. The oboe is actually known as the snake charmer instrument. If you guys have ever seen any of that Bugs Bunny stuff? Yeah? Yeah. So anyway, here's a little taste of the oboe.
What this instrument is called. It's a bassoon. Everybody say bassoon. Bassoon, that's right. So what is different about the bassoon from the instruments we've seen?
It's big.
It's bigger. That's right. So the bigger the instrument, the larger, the longer the instrument. What does that mean as far as how the instrument sounds? Let's have somebody else. So, say it really loud. Yeah, it's a darker sound, and it's also a lower sound. That's right. The larger the instrument, the lower it plays. What else is different about the bassoon from the other instruments? Right here. Yes. It's made of wood, and what do you think back here in the blue? I have this thing sticking out, right? Okay, so Charlie had a single reed and Zach had a double reed. I also have a double reed. Mine's a little bit bigger than his, which means the double part means that I can blow through the reed and get a funny little sound. And that's sort of what it's supposed to sound like. And I place my reed on this metal part here called a vocal, and I blow my air through the reed, through the vocal, all the way down the instrument. At the bottom, there's a tube shaped like the letter U, right? So my air goes down one side and up the other side, and my instrument is twice as long as you probably thought it was. So here's what the bassoon sounds like. You're likely to hear one of the 5 instruments here that you've already come to know. Okay, so Anne's going to tell us about her instrument.
Okay, I have to start out fixing a little error that Mr. Charlie made. He said that the best instrument was the clarinet, but we all know you save the best for last. So who can raise their hand and tell me what the best instrument really is?
The trumpet.
I heard it, French horn. Exactly right. No, it's the French horn, it's last. Okay, there are a lot of things different about the French horn than the other instruments, but some of the most obvious ones are, is this a woodwind instrument? You can tell me. No. What family of instruments does this belong to? Is metal? So what's another name for that? Brass, right. This is a brass instrument. It's not a woodwind, and it never was a woodwind. But a lot of the music is written for this type of instrumentation, so fortunately my friends still let me play with them. Now, my instrument doesn't have a reed. What it has is a mouthpiece, okay? Can anyone figure out what the vibrations is if I don't have a reed? How do you think I make the sound on my instrument? How does that work? Yeah? Close, you get the right idea. What you really do is, a vibration is just something shaking, right? Something's vibrating, something shaking together. So I use my lips to do this. I make a buzz, and it goes like this. Okay, but that's not a really attractive sound. You're not going to go to a concert with that. But I got to get that into the horn, and I get it into the horn by putting it in the mouthpiece. Again, yeah, everybody giggles. So then what you do is you put the mouthpiece in the horn, and with any luck, it sounds like this. So, thank you, that's one of my best notes. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to play for you all another theme from a movie. Kathy did that on the bassoon. And I think you might recognize this. So at the end, I want to see a show of hands to know who recognizes this movie theme. A lot of you are going to go back to see the movie, but when you hear that theme, you can think of this instrument, the French horn, playing the melody a lot because it does it a lot. So we are going to play one more piece for you before the students' compositions. It's a rondo by Haydn, and it's real fun, it's real fast and lively, so you totally fall in love with the Woodwind Quintet.
so much. And what do you call, how do they know what to play? They need to have notes. Very good. And today we have brand new notes that we wrote because we have brand new poems. So we're going to invite some of the kids that wrote the poems, and we're going to see what music can do to poems. Let's have the first storyteller, and his name is Amir Johnson. Hi, Amir. Nice to meet you or know you. I know Amir very well because I have his poem with me for 2 months, and I love your poem.
Thank you.
And what grade are you in?
4th.
4th. And you know everybody here?
No.
No, almost. You know Susan? Who? Susan Sacco.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. And he wanted to read his poem for us. So let's hear the poem. You can stand this way so everybody sees you. Okay.
The sun comes up, the sun goes down. If you think about it, the sun moves around. You see the sun come up, you see the sun goes down. When the sun goes down, see the moon real soon. You wait and wait, but the sun is still coming around. When it comes up, it don't go down, but the sun still moves around.
Nice, thank you so much. Thank you. Now, are you ready to hear the music? Go ahead, sit down. Okay, now we're gonna get the help of our friends, the Woodwinds, to see what happened to the poem of Amir. Are you all ready? Okay, let's hear it. The sun comes up, the sun goes down. If you think about it, the sun always moves around. You see the sun goes up, and you see the sun goes down. When the sun goes down, you'll see the moon real soon. Look at the moon. You see the moon? You wait and wait. But the sun is still coming around. It's coming around. You see the sun? Listen. Yes. And when it comes up, it comes up, and now what happens to it? Goes down. Very, very, very nice. Now, quickly, let's have Try-Shawn. No, I'm sorry. Trey Sean. Grant Brown. Give your hand to him. Tray-Shawn Grant Brown. Hello, my friend. How are you?
Good.
What grade are you in? 4th. And what's the name of your poem?
Moon.
Okay, let's hear your poem. Wait. Stand here so everybody can see you.
Moon, moon, your eyes sparkle like the moon in the stars. You shine away in the sky. You are so special.
Very nice. Do you want to hear it with music? Yes. Okay. Thank you. Let's hear it now with music. I didn't ask Amir. Amir, did you like the music to your poem? Yay! We did it. Okay. Now let's hear Moon, Moon. Are you guys ready? There you go. Your eyes sparkle like the moon. In the stars, you're shining away. In the sky, you're so special to me. So special. Thank you. Did you like it? Yes, he likes it. Good. Okay, and now we have Amira King. Please come in. Come with us. Hi, Amira.
Hi.
Are you also a fourth grader? Did you enjoy writing this poem? Please tell us your poem. The first one. Here, so your friends can see you too.
This
Yes, diamonds.
You are like diamonds, you are as bright as the star. I love you because you're blind me like a spark. I know you're made out of glass, but when you're by me, I will do my task. Everything is not perfect, but you're a piece of me, a piece of my heart.
What a nice poem. Very nice poem. Are you ready to hear it? Okay. You ready, guys? Diamonds, please. You're like diamonds. You're as bright as the star. I love you because you blind me like a spark. I know you're made out of glass, but when you're with me, I will do my task. Everything is not perfect, but you are. You're a piece of me, a piece of my heart. You're like diamonds. You're as bright as the stars. Yay! Amira, she's smiling. Did you like it? A little. Okay, and now we have Superwoman by Zaire Smith Haynes. Please come. Here's our Superwoman. Hi. And your grade is? Fourth. And how did you write this poem? Her poem, tell us how it's called. I already said, but.
Superwoman.
Superwoman. Very, very cool. I enjoyed it very, very much. Please read it for us.
I am a superwoman that flies high. I can fly very high in the sky. You can't see me while I zoom. You can't see me in my room. I save the world with just a twirl. I am a superwoman in my own world.
Cool. Very nice. Now, I have a little question. Do you really feel like a superwoman? Yes. Good for her. Another round of applause. Thank you. Now, when I got this poem, I thought of just what we heard. Remember we heard the Star Wars theme? Ba, 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 ba. All those. These are called fanfares, right? They're called fanfares. And I thought that Superwoman needs a fanfare. So we're going to start Superwoman with a fanfare with a horn. Here we go. can't see me in the room. I saved the world with just a twirl. I'm a superwoman in my own superwoman world. Yay! Woohoo! Did you like it? Good. You're a superwoman. Everybody felt very supery because of you. And we have, now Malachi Mack, When the Sun is Shining. Are you here? Please come. Did I pronounce your name right? No, okay. How do I pronounce your name?
Malachi, man.
Malachi. I'm sorry. And what grade are you in? Fourth. You want to read your poem? Yes, okay. There you go. Everybody is listening.
When the sun is shining and the sky is blue, the trees are growing and it's beautiful too. The grass is green, the birds are shining and they sound good too. The air is refreshing and it smells good too. We are playing until the night. We have fun until we die, giving out Valentine cards, loving the stars. On the ground, watching the moon, birds are sleeping while the sun is down. Crickets are cricketing and we love the sound. We're getting sleepy, we're in the house, we're in the bed. I get a good night kiss. We turn off our lights, our room door closed. We go to sleep. Every good night, everyone, and have a Valentine fun. Happy Valentine's, everyone.
Very pretty. Thank you so much. And Malachi, beautiful poem, just like everybody else. Look what Malachi's poem did to the sounds of music. When the sun is shining and the sky is blue, the trees are growing. Beautiful too. The grass stays green. And the birds are singing. Watching the moon. Birds are sleeping. Birds are sleeping while the sun is down. Crickets are creaking. We love the sound. Getting sleepy. We're going in the bed. We're in the bed. I get a good night's kiss. We turn off the lights. Our room door closed. We go to sleep and have a happy Valentine fun. Thank you, Malachi. What did you think? Okay. Something was missing? No. Thank you. And we're going to finish with, we have another poem by, who has the other poem? Yeah, Amira. Okay, come here. But this is a really, really special poem. Tell us the name of it.
Silly Sally.
Silly Sally. And I think we all know Sally, don't we? Who is Sally?
My teacher.
My teacher. And this is the time to say thank you to Miss Sally for helping us with all the writings and the poems. Thank you. This is a very, very, very sweet poem.
Silly Sally's is my teacher. When I go to school, I always think about her. She is as beautiful as the sunlight. She is so awesome. She knows she's really bright. I love her as a school mom. I know I can say it again, and you give me the courage to say I can.
Wow. Beautiful. Thank you for writing this. This poem was an inspiration. And when I heard the poem, what does all the poems sound a little like? What do they remind you? Do they remind you long stories, or they remind you songs? This poem, for me, it felt a little bit like a song. So I thought maybe we'll make it into a song with the help of our friends in the Woodwind Quintet. So I'm going to sing it a little bit, and then we're going to hear only the music, and then, if you can, you might be able to help me to sing it. What do you think? Let's try. Okay, let's try. Silly Sally is my teacher. When I go to sleep, I always think about her. She's as beautiful as the sunlight. She's so awesome. She knows she's very bright. I love her as a school mom. I love her as a school mom. I know I can say it out loud. She gives me the reason to say. She gives me the reason to say. Silly Sally is my teacher. When I go to school, I always think about her. Sing it? No, everybody's too afraid. Even the other. One time? Just Silly Sally's. One time. Let's just do the first half, but a little faster. Okay. Silly Sally is my teacher. Silly Sally is my teacher. When I go to school, I always think about her. When I go to school, I always think about her. I love her as a school mom. I love her as a school mom. I love her as a school. I love her as a school mom. I love her as a school mom. I know I can say it again. She gives me the reason to say. Thank them so much. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Yay! Come here, come here, come here, come here. Please take a bow. Take a bow. Thank you so much. Amir, Trishan, right? I want to say all the names. Say all the names.
Amir.
Amir, Malachi, Deshaun, and Amira Zaire. And look what they're getting.
I hope you keep writing all